Okay, my name is Patsy Dietz, and before I start speaking about myself a little bit, I want to thank you all for coming out here and actually volunteering to do this course and testing yourself to see how much you have in you to do something. I'm sure all of you probably came here with an intention, had a goal or whatnot, or wanted to prove yourself something. I hope you were able to do that at the end of this course. This is probably the closest thing that you're going to experience from buds, from what a seal really does. So if you're standing right here in front of me, you've had a taste of that, and you should all be really proud when you go back home because you have accomplished that. Every seal at one point in their lives, they're just like you. They're like young people that have a dream, that want to make something, that want to make a difference or whatnot. And they were just regular kids like you, and then they decided to take it upon themselves to go to Buds and make a bigger thing for themselves and for the world. So you all should be really proud, and it's an honor to be here and talking to you guys. That being said, like I said, my name is Patsy Dietz. My husband was Danny Dietz, one of the 3 SEALs that were in the ground on June 28th in Afghanistan that was killed in action, along with 8 other SEALs in the helicopter that were going to rescue him. What I can tell you is that Danny was like one of you guys. He graduated at 17, and all he could think about is just going to Buds and making that. That's what he wanted to do since he was a little kid. And when he got there, he was extremely determined to make it through. And if any of you guys do go through Buds, it's easy to get injured, and you know it's going to happen. You're going to break a bone, you're going to twist something. And unfortunately, he twisted his ankle, and they had to push him back to the next course, to the next Buds class. That was devastating for him because he felt like he failed, you know, that he wasn't able to go through the Buds class that he wanted to. So the Buds instructor was like, you know what, Danny, if you want to go with the next class, you need to do the obstacle course with these guys. They're 110% fit for duty. And if you finish at the time required, then you can go to the next class. That's the only way we're going to let you do that. And believe it or not, with a twisted ankle, that was his injury, he did the whole obstacle course with these guys and finished 6 minutes before all the other guys that were fit for duty. So that's how bad he wanted. That was his dream, that was his passion, and nothing will stop him. I believe that happened June 28th when he was out there in those mountains. Nothing could stop him. And to an ordinary person, you know, for anybody like a doctor, a lawyer, whatever, if he was up there in those mountains, what they went out there to do was to kind of get recon and information. I'm sure a lot of you have probably read Lone Survivor, and they were compromised by probably over 100 Taliban and 4 guys, okay? And to an ordinary man, like I was saying, like a lawyer, a doctor, they will freaking run back. They will hide. That's your first reaction, to just run away, you know, safety. But these guys didn't do that. Danny did not do that. What he did was go forward and confront evil, because that was his job, that was his dream. It was getting completed right there. And I think it was an honor for him to look into those enemies' eyes and be able to represent America, all of you guys, and be able to say, you know what, I stand for America, and this is what I'm going to do. And he went forward and fought until his last breath. It probably took 10 shots to bring him down, and the final one was in the head. But he stood there for over 30 minutes fighting for what he believed in and the dream that he had when he was a kid like you guys. And that says a lot about a person. And I know that although it's painful that I lost him and he won't be here with me anymore, I know that at the end of the day, he wouldn't have wanted to die any other way but fighting for this country and fighting for Americans and for our freedom. So that's an honor that I was able to be with someone that gave all that. That being said, if any of you guys decide to go to Buds, my advice to you guys is don't ever let anybody tell you you can't do it because of how you look or how you act or anything. When you go there, just think about those 11 SEALs that were out there in Afghanistan and think that they never quit for you. They fought until the end, until their last breath, so you never quit for them. So when you see that bell and you're thinking, I can't do this, I can't handle this, this is my limit, I'm pushing it, push yourself, because they never gave up on you guys. And that will be my advice to you guys. That being said, good luck to all of you, and you guys should be really proud to actually be standing here and passing this course, because I'm telling you, it takes a lot, and all you guys volunteered for it, so congratulations. And it's an honor to stand here and tell this story and talk to you guys. So. Do you guys have any questions for me, or any curiosities or anything that you might want to ask?
Were you guys together during Bud?
No, we weren't. Actually, he went through Buds and went through all his schools, and then got stationed in Little Creek. And he just got there, and I was in the military too, so it just so happened that we went to the same barbecue. My dad is a Navy SEAL, and he's a Master Chief, so he got invited to this barbecue, and Danny was a new guy. So he got invited, and he just got in 3 months ago, and we met, and since then we never separated. So, any other questions? I know you guys might have something.
How did you find out about what happened?
I spoke to him on the 27th, and like any SEAL, you act like it's any other day. You never reflect nervousness, you never reflect anything. I didn't know what was going on. He already knew he was going in that mission. It was an extremely important and intricate mission, but that's the job. You never expose anything and emotions or anything. So I didn't know what was going on or nothing. So it was just a regular talk. And then the last time I heard from him was the 27th, and he was like, I'll call you soon. Didn't hear from him on the 28th, so that meant that he was probably out working or doing a mission. And then on the 29th, I put the news, and I started seeing the helicopter had gone down, and it just kind of made me think about the location. It was kind of similar to where Danny was, and I know he was working. So I called my dad, and my dad already had known what was going on, but he had to hold himself because they were coming already to tell me. So my dad told me, I'll find out what's going on, don't worry about it, it's probably nothing. But my dad all along knew that Danny was missing in action, they couldn't find him. So probably like 5 minutes later after seeing the news, I got the knock on the door, and that's when they told me that he was missing in action. And then a week later, on July 4th, they told me that they found his body. So. And I think somebody asked me, like, well, if you've already been through this, why would you, like, marry a SEAL or, like, date a SEAL or anything? I think one of you guys had that question. I think Diane said that. I don't know who probably asked her or anything. My answer to that would be, because now I am with DJ and he is a SEAL. My answer to that is, I don't think an ordinary person or regular guy could ever understand what I've been through and understand what Danny meant to me and respect that, because they don't have the lifestyle or an understanding of what that means. This is a big deal. And DJ respects that as a team guy and respects me because I was a team guy's wife. So I know that Danny would want me to be with a team guy because they know that he would take care of me and respect his honor. And it's hard to be with such a warrior and such an honorable person and a man like that goes through all that and is able to put himself and sacrifice himself and then go to a normal guy when you actually live a life with somebody with such honor, So that would be my answer for that.